What's up, y'all? Just gonna cover this topic real quick regarding Nick Foles and the free agents and all that stuff. Um, okay, first off, as y'all already know, Eagles are eliminated out the playoffs. Still repping my team though. I'm gonna give my input on it. Do I like the fact that we're not in the playoffs? No, but I kind of accepted. I kind of accepted it already because I feel as though with Mark Sanchez and that quarterback, he wasn't gonna make no noise and he wasn't gonna do nothing in the playoffs. Cause he just a bum. But our season's over, and now a lot of people are debating who should be the quarterback. These are basically like all the scenarios. You know, it's very few people out there rooting for Sanchez. Some people are out there saying um, Nick Foles. Nick Foles should be the starter. Nick Foles deserves another shot. And I'm one of those people. I do agree that Nick Foles deserves a shot to be a starter. And I'm going to give y'all some numbers to prove it. Um, and some people are saying that the Eagles should trade, saying some dumb stuff. Like the Eagles should trade LaShawn McCoy and trade their first round pick to move up to the number one overall pick and draft Marcus Mariota, however you pronounce it, the guy that won the Heisman Award. And in my opinion, for one, that's a long shot. So that's a long shot to happen. So Eagles fans, don't even get your hopes up too high about that, because that's a long shot. And he may have did his thing in the NFL, but he's not proven. He's not proven in the NFL. So, like, do you really think it will be a risk? Do you really think it will be good to give up all those things for it to not work out? Because it's not always guaranteed to work out. Look at Robert Griffin III, RG3 with the Redskins. Ain't doing nothing. Some people can say, oh, because RG3 got hurt. Well, injuries happen. And look at him now. He's not the same quarterback. He was getting a little better, but he's not the same quarterback. But we'll see next year. Um, Johnny Manziel, he's still in his rookie year. He's not the same player that he was in college. At least not now. Because last week he got shut out. This week he threw like 38 yards passing, rushed for like 1 yard, and then he got hurt. So it's just not guaranteed. Like college and NFL is a whole different level. So y'all just gotta be careful when deciding that. But like I said before, I feel as though Nick Foles deserves another shot at quarterback next year. And simply like the numbers prove it. Like it's a lot of people saying if Nick Foles would have been our quarterback, like if he didn't get hurt and he would have remained quarterback for the whole year, he wouldn't have got hurt. I agree with that. Well, I said that wrong. If Nick Foles didn't get hurt, then we would have been winning and won the division and made it to the playoffs and all that good stuff. And I agree with that because if you look at the numbers, think about numbers. Well, in regards to sports, numbers don't lie. They might lie in the music industry and stuff like that, but in sports, numbers don't lie because you sit there and watch them put up the numbers. But okay, first off, Nick Foles. I'm gonna compare him and Mark Sanchez. At the end of the day, the most important thing that matters in sports was, did you win? And Nick Foles, as Eagles quarterback, he was winning. This year, Nick Foles played 8 games. Mark Sanchez just got done with his 7th, going to play his 8th. And so far, Nick Foles, he started off the season 6-2. Mark Sanchez started his record with as the Eagles quarterback starter is 3-4. Three of those losses came back to back to back at the wrong time. So it's proven Sanchez just doesn't know how to win. And um, people were saying, "Oh, Nick Foles turns the ball over. Sanchez turns the ball over too. So we need a quarterback that's not going to turn the ball over." See, but the thing y'all got to understand, Sanchez has been in the NFL for what, 6 years now? Sanchez is to the point where he should not be turning the ball over because he's been there, done that. Nick Foles is just entering his third or fourth year, and this is his. Well, this is gonna be his third. This is gonna be his third year as a starter. But he still never has played a full season as a starter, because last year he took over for Michael Vick in the middle of the season and finished out great, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. This year he started off the season, played 8 games. He had like 13 touchdowns, but he had like 10 interceptions. So which is not good, but like I said, Nick Foles, he finds ways to win. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. And people will keep saying, "Oh, we're turnovers, turnovers." Nick Foles isn't a mobile quarterback, all this and that, but he's winning games. And that's the most important thing. Nick Foles, he's a winner. Like people may hate on him, but you can't hate on the guy that's winning. It's like hating on Richard Sherman. You can hate on him because he talk trash and all this and that, but he's a great player. He get the job done. You can't hate him. You can't hate talent, like straight up. But okay, and there's another stat. Since Chip Kelly has became head coach, with Nick Foles as quarterback under Chip Kelly, Nick Foles is 14-4, has a 14-4 record. All the other quarterbacks' record combined under Chip Kelly is 5-8. Numbers don't lie. Facts is facts. He's 14-4. In his last 16 games as Eagle starter, he's 13-3. And people saying he can't win games with the numbers clearly sitting in front of your face, letting you know that he's winning games. He's a winner. Like, just face the fact. And people were saying, arguing his turnovers, he shouldn't be the starter. But people got to understand, Nick Foles is still a young quarterback. This is Nick Foles going into his third or fourth year as an NFL quarterback. But his first year, he didn't even play, really. He probably played like one game, well, a couple games in the preseason. That's about it. And people got to understand, I think he did play one game against the Cowboys when somebody got hurt, and he still threw a touchdown in that game. So, but people got to understand, Nick Foles is still growing and developing as a quarterback. And people came in, they were expecting 27 touchdowns and 2 interceptions again. It's not going to happen like that. You're not going to have a miracle season like that every year. You're not going to have an excellent season like that every year. And I got numbers to prove it. In Nick Foles' first full year, Nick Foles' first full year as a starter, he hasn't had a full year to start yet. But and out of all his games, he has a 94.2 completion percentage. A 94.2% percentage of completions. And that's fifth all time. That's fifth all time with quarterbacks that played over 22 games. That's fifth all time. Numbers don't lie. And there's another stat for a bunch of other quarterbacks that was in their first full year. In their first full year as a starter, Drew Brees had 18 turnovers. Aaron Rodgers, 19 turnovers. Brett Favre, 19 turnovers. Tom Brady, 21 turnovers. Eli Manning, 24 turnovers. Peyton Manning now, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, 31 turnovers. Nick Foles has 17 turnovers in 21 games. Like those numbers are identical to those quarterbacks. And that's in 21 games, and he only has 17 turnovers. So he has less than all those quarterbacks. And you go down all those quarterbacks, all those names that I just described, all those quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl. Every single one of them have won a Super Bowl. So y'all need to chill with Nick Foles turning the ball over. He don't deserve to play. Nick Foles is still young. He's still growing. If you don't believe me, just watch. Because I'm pretty sure Nick Foles is going to be the starter next year. Um, Now, do you draft a quarterback? Do you draft a quarterback to compete with Nick Foles? Yeah, I say you do, but don't don't go trading away all your picks and your great players and all this and that just to get a quarterback that ain't even guaranteed to shine in the NFL. Now, if the opportunity presents itself in maybe like the third round or something like that, yeah, sure, why not? But I feel as though in the draft, our main focus should be defense, secondary, specifically. But that's another story for another day. I'll make another video about draft needs and all that good stuff. But I feel as though like I said before, Nick Foles should be the starter. Sanchez, GTF out of Philly. I ain't gonna curse because you never know. Mom might be watching the video or something. But GTF out of Philly. Um, Bradley Fletcher, get out of Philly. Nate Allen, get out of Philly. Kerry Williams, get out of Philly. Is a chance you're probably gonna stay because your contract not over till next year, but get out of Philly. Um, but I believe in Nick Foles. Nick Foles is my guy. I believe Nick Foles can do great things with this team. But y'all just gonna have to sit back and watch. If you don't believe me, just sit back and watch Nick Foles do him. But that's it for now. Fly, Eagles, fly. No matter what, y'all know what time it is. Y'all boy be easy. Cowboys, I hope y'all lose in the playoffs. But congratulations, y'all made it. Still hope y'all lose in the playoffs, though. Real quick, I don't think nobody messing with Seattle, but we'll see. But once again, y'all be easy. Peace out. Eagles.